Hello and welcome back to HoI4 with our Italy campaign. So, you guys have voted for your king and the results are in, and it is... Boop. Yes, Joseph from Österreich Toscana has won with an overwhelming majority of 65%. So, let's get into it. And there we go. So, Joseph from Österreich Toscana will become the new de facto ruler of Italy. There he is. Giuseppe the First, apparently. I think it needs to update a little bit. Right, government idea rises to masses has been removed because the prerequisite is no longer fulfilled. Okay. Sure. Right, so we've got some things we can do. We can get Patria Nostra and ties with Austria. So let's start with the ties with Austria, because we are a Austrian king. So let's get, you know, well, let's talk to our Austrian neighbors and let's get slightly more friendly with them. So we're now the Kingdom of Italy, and we have radios. Completely unrelated, but yeah, we do have radios now. Get some, let's see, 937. This is not necessary yet. Neither is marine, sort of the industry for any of this, and artillery might be actually important a little bit. So yeah, let's get an artillery upgrade and keep building our nation. And let's see, Serbia. Treaty of Poldovi. Serbia took 3 states, Argon, Romania took 1 state, and Greece took 3 states. So, I don't know, Bulgaria just got a little bit smaller, but it's actually not that bad. It's not as crippled as I thought it would be. So, yeah, this could have gone a lot worse. And we have to go to... Oh, we can actually go to partial mobilization already, so let's do that one. Country after country. So syndicalism spreads to Burma. The situation of the restored kingdom of Burma had long been precarious, even after the British loyalists and Chinese citizens both vanquished from its political scene. Heavily influenced by the neighboring Bharatiya communist ideology, protests had risen. Protests had risen? I don't think that's English. That's me muting my phone. Protests had risen in 1936 at the Raccoon University planning to the chaos. We have actually read about this before. Following a string of poor decisions by the Burmese government, culminating in the order of the Royal Burmese Armies to open fire on protesting students and workers, the entire country turned against the royalty. The newly founded National Council is now funding a new syndicalist movement government, and is reportedly already considering looking outward for strong, like-minded allies. Country after country, the revolution goes. That's a bad thing. Well, King Giuseppe I visits Austria. The recently crowned King of Italy, King Otto I Habsburg-Lotharingen, has made an official state visit to Austria to meet with the Emperor in order to engineer better ties between the two countries. He returns to Italy with assurance from Austria that they will fight to guarantee our future independence. That's something, I suppose. So Austria now guarantees us. So we should no longer have any fears of getting attacked. This is something that is very nice, because that will help us in the attacks. And let's see. This we can do all of these. That's pretty awesome, and that's not really necessary right now. Pontine Marshes. Okay, let's do that. I don't know what that exactly does for us, but hopefully that... Toscana... Pola... I don't know where it is. Pontine. Alright, anyway, let's get... yeah, let's just keep rebuilding the army slowly and watch the world go to shit. Because we're not really in a situation where we could just start swinging our dicks around and, you know, enforce our will upon the masses. As much as I would like to do that. I have no industry, which bothers the living crap out of me. Okay, so I don't even need to import this from the Netherlands, because apparently I have Okay, that makes sense. I have some surplus here and I've got a surplus there. Alright. Hopefully we'll gain some factories through trade, because we're trading some... Yeah, we're exporting some steel. Pretty good. And that's about it. Aluminium as well. So we could go hard on support equipment. Actually also on aircraft, but we need to import rubber and oil for that. Or we'll go... okay, the Kingdom of Poland declared war on Lithuania. Oh, sorry, I just knocked something over. My desk is too full of crap. I really need to clean the desk. Alright, there's one guy here. Yeah, there we go. Supply consumption I want to lessen. And this gives us a little bit more decryption. Oh, God. Wait, I thought... Why Lithuania? Is it part of... Oh, that's part of Middle Europa. Alright. The orders given to clear the Pontine marshes and thus open up the once useless land for farming or industry. The plan will require the employment of thousands of Italians and take many months to get the bulk of it done, but the outcome will maybe be worth it. So we've got a temporary minus 30,000 manpower, but we get some political power, which is pretty good. And I got the Patria Nostra. What is your problem exactly? You need artillery. Used to reinforcing. Okay. Your opponent was being annexed. Alright. It's now a puppet of Germany. The fall of Denver. Minimum militias have been fighting over sparse skirmishes with the federal government across the Great Plains. Today the efforts crowned to finally descended on the city of Denver after large-scale assaults across the South Platte Valley. Denver being the capital of Colorado and a main federal stronghold in the Great Plains. Let me take a look at the... Alright, so this is just the United States that keeps crippling. Let's see. Where is Denver, actually? Is there a search function? Yeah, right there. I was already looking at it. The fall of the Queen City of the Plains indeed seemed to be a major upset of the future of the United States. As fighting dies down in the South Platte Valley, many experts agree that the federal government is now almost certain to capitulate to the Minutemen. With Denver in their hands, the Confederate States secure the Great Plains. Yeah, the US probably... Let's look at the current wars. Got the Third American Civil War. Yeah, you know, actually, the United States isn't that far ahead yet. Anyway. Good luck with you, America. Okay, unread naval battle results. Oh, we fought... Oh, we lost a lot. Oh, that navy is like a million times bigger compared to ours. Well, at some point we need to invest in that as well. For now, I'm quite glad at stockpiling some convoys. Syndicalists in the Barata Commune. As leader of the Barata Commune faction of moderate and its recently elected head of state, aka Fazul Huk, gave a fiery speech to an electrified crowd in Calcutta today, promising that his new syndicalist government would usher in a new era of prosperity and industrial growth for the nation. He dismissed any notions that this might mean a more conciliatory approach towards the Dominion of India to the north and the princely federation to the west, saying that the commune would do whatever it took to spread the workers' revolution across the Indian subcontinent and the rest of the world. His election is interpreted at many corners as an indication of close relations with syndicalist nations elsewhere, and some are speculating whether this might mean entry for the Bahratia commune into the communes of France international faction. Yes, because France is actually leading the entire revolution. Surprisingly enough. 1938 is coming up, so I think we can just send these days out and then get the one going. Anyway, same one for this actually, so you're gonna sit a little bit on this. Got some more mountaineers, very good. You can actually deploy on the mountaineers, there we go. And dig in. Right, so we'll wait till the end of December, and then we'll add in the Nepal declared war on the Bahraja commune. That will probably mean that they will join in soon. Why did Nepal declare the war? The Kingdom of Canada declared war on what? Denmark? they are social democrats, so yeah, they're a mixture between democracies and everything in between, and syndicalism. Let's see. Could get to research slots, but that's not really... No, that's actually pretty good. I want the industry, actually. I've been fidgeting around too much anyway. Yes, get the industry up and running. Okay, we're in the 7th of January, so these two are filled up. We'll take 103 days here, and... engineering 191 days there. Alright, might have lost a couple of days on that one. 7th of January, it's only 1 or 2 days, so this should not be the most crippling thing that happened to us ever. The Dominican Republic was annexed. Haiti took one state. Okay, I didn't know actually Haiti and the Dominican Republic were at war, but... well, the island here has been united. I don't know which... this island has a singular name. If it has. I wouldn't know. Yeah, so we should probably seek... at some point seek closer relations with Germany. Let's see, Germany... okay, so Oostenrijk is not in... okay. So what can I seek? Canada, Germany and Austria. Yeah, I think that's a good idea to get into. Yeah. Seeks to join a faction. Italy seeks protection. I think with the German faction backing us, we should be able to do quite a lot of work. Province. Gotta say, doing pretty good. Yes, because if we are with standing together with Middle Europa, we might actually stand a chance of regaining the territory of Italy. I think that's actually not a bad thing. So let's get interventionism and start industrially there. We are not speaking Dutch yet, but I want to seek protection. Gabriele D'Annunzio died today of a stroke, poet, journalist and novelist, and above all, staunch Italian nationalist. Some suspected him of a syndicalist views early in his life, but an unabated support for the papal Risorgimento cleared him of these wild accusations. His supporters used his funeral as an occasion to call for the Risorgimento of Italy. He will be missed. So, I think one of my ministers just keeled over. I don't know if he was a minister of mine, but, you know, guy died. Long story short. Okay, so... Middle Europa has gone to war... Wait, oh, you're not part of Middle Europa. But you are a German thing. Move the capital to Firenze. As Joseph I of Oostenrijk, Toscana is the new king of Italy and also the Grand Duke of Tuscany, someone proposed to moving the capital from Rome to France. Well, no. This move will probably be viewed favorably by the Austrians, but also will stir opposition by the Italians. Yeah, exactly. Now, we're an Italian king, especially considering the Pope will remain in Rome. Austria will not like us, but I'm not good. No. Austria, you're a fine gentleman and all. But no. That's not gonna happen. Ita at aus. I still don't know what it means, but sure. Support weapons too. Besides, we already have that guarantee. I don't really need to start, you know, licking their arse or something along those lines. Kissing, not licking. Thanks, brain. made that a little bit more disgusting than it could have been, should have been. And synthetic oils might actually be nice, because we have no oil income ourselves, and Tripolitana. I don't know, is there any oil here? There is like nothing there. So it's not interesting to even get there. Alright. Infantry weapons. Oh, soft attack and breakthrough or soft attack and defense? I like this one. I'll take it. Very good. Ah, of course, the 1000 work in progress. German Empire cancels their non-aggression pact. Yes, well, I think it's time that we start befriending Germany soon anyway, and we might be able to drag them into a funny war. The Kurdish uprising. Since the end of the Weltkrieg, the Arab revolt and the Ottomans had long been sick man of Europe, kicked out of their position as a great power, kicked out of the Balkans, and almost kicked out of the war by the British and Arab forces storming through the Levant. It was only the victory in Germany that saved them. However, reality quickly turned sour against the Ottomans. The OPDA was maintained to secure German and Austrian interests, crushing the Ottoman economy at a time where it hoped to recover the Arab nationalism was never extinguished. Today a spark was lit, and as the Ottomans promised to crush the new Kurdish state, a spark that might lit up an entire Levant, especially as the Axis looks on. Are the Ottomans still standing? So the Kurds are going to war with Ottomans, interventionism, and it's not guaranteed by... Okay, so basically that ensures that even if Austria would revoke its guarantee of us, we could get it back. KK Ministerium für Handel. Russian Empire declared war on the Turkestan... Oh, interesting. I did definitely not expect that. So, owner is Metsyak. I don't know. Oh, Turkestan. Sorry, I was thinking of Kurdistan. So the Turkestan Khanate has been attacked by Russia. Well, you can say what you want, but the world looks like it's fairly burning. Princely federations getting crushed between the Dominion of India and a couple of the Indian states. So, you know, India is going to be growing. We'll do a little bit of land doctrine. Mostly focusing on infantry right now. When industry gets up and running, we'll have more room for more aspects of warfare, and I think I'm going to go for invest into a navy first before anything else. We are a country surrounded by a lot of water, and gaining control over the Mediterranean Sea seems like a very advantageous position to take. So as such, I think it's a good idea to invest in navy eventually. Alright, the Ottoman Empire took 2 states, Kurdistan was annexed. The Ottoman Empire was Cyprus, so the Kurds never survived. As many expected, the declaration of independence from the Kurds was the start of a longer period of turmoil for the old Ottoman Empire. You fired up too late there, buddies. With cultures that had long been suppressed or integrated, pushing for their independence. Now Cyprus joins the fray, having long been a state of flux, if not chaos, settled by the Greeks, captured by many ancient empires, Assyrians, Egyptians, Persians, and Romans, captured by the Arabic Caliphate, French Crusaders, Venetians, and finally the Ottomans until 1878, before a short and final reverted annexation by Britain. Today, as the Greek Cypriots take arms to free their country, a new page opens in the history of this rich island. Also a current modern day issue, Cyprus between Greece. Actually, between Cyprus and Turkey. I think Turkey still owns half of it. Alright, well, we'll keep building. Very nice. Okay, we need, let's see, add units 2. 6. Start building them in Toscana, and they will be deployed on the Green Army. Very good. Alright, that's that. We're befriending Germany. I think that will cancel the befriend Canada. German Empire refuses. Oh, diplomats from German Empire refuse to any offers of our alliance. Requests for the protection of ill-intended. We're on our own. Bitch. Military people tend to be 80%. Middle Europe requires to join a country to have middle market popularity greater than 30%. It's not large joint factions. Well, well, well. So that failed. Well, I guess we're focusing on the industry first, and we'll run our own wars. Brazil declared war on the United Communes of Brazil, so Brazil has a bit of a civil war going on. Alright, well, good luck there, Brazil. How are you guys doing? South Rhodesia declared war on the Republic of South Africa. You know, South Africa war on the Republic of South Africa. So, Zuid-Afrikaanse Republiek is like in the middle of this. Who's gonna win here? 5-7, 3, and 0. Well, good luck there, gents. Focus on air or navy. Well, air is more useful, I think, overall, because it's always... crap. I think I do a bit of both. Fighters. Air attack, agility. This is just pure fighter. This just gives me cheaper fighters. It might be useful, but I think we have the potential of getting a decent industry. So... Nope. Let's see, with the carriers, a couple of ships. I'm gonna focus on navy first. So this gives me carriers, battleships, and battle cruisers. It gives me heavy cruisers and light cruisers. And I don't know... Well, this gives me just cheaper destroyers. I think this is actually a very good one to have, because majority of the fighting will be done by cruisers. Also, we're taking a lot of the damage, because the battleships usually tend to survive, because they're a lot bigger, can take a hit, and they retreat, usually before they get destroyed. Speaking of getting destroyed, our production of equipment is looking good. Yes, we have a surplus. Very good. Alright, let's see. Can I half this? 17.5 is probably like 8. We'll add a unit. This adds, in theory, let's see, we have 4 more from that one, and then 8 more is 12. Doesn't really fit perfectly, but let's get this production up and running. Industrial methods, and we'll go with construction for now, just because there's a lot of civilian industry, and that's something that we need. Also, would really love to start producing towed anti-air guns at some point. Even before I start producing aircraft. Alright, let's pause. The economic fall from Black Monday is getting worse day by day as we underestimate the initial effects and took a limited action to counter them. Some of the laissez-faire economists who argue that nothing should be done, that the market will cover itself eventually. There are others among the church that advocate for a continuation of the campaign started by Pius XI for the creation of a Catholic corporations. They would be structured, organized and controlled with our support and lead the creation of many new independent unions that support the workers. Some believe that will give rise to a more cynical sentiment, however. Exactly, and we're not for that. Okay, so I would not support an organized Catholic corporations because it gives a favor to syndicalism, and that's not what we're gonna do. I will not do let nothing do, because this will, besides the political power hit it would take, it's also not that favorable on the authoritarian Democrats, which we kind of support. So we'll put more people to work, no matter the cost. So we'll get less recruited population, which is not a problem, it's temporary. But we have more construction speed, which is pretty good, because this is actually a pretty good event. We just dip in the political power, so... Okay, syndicalist militias have been pushing towards the American Union State temporarily as capital of Atlanta for a while now. Reports are coming in of the Atlanta's capture by advancing syndicalist militias. Long current whereabouts are unknown, but it's believed that he was rapidly evacuated to the countryside. Disturbing news is that the Union representative and Minutemen are being lynched by mobs in the streets, and the city has been thoroughly sacked with fire spreading throughout downtown areas. Is it the end of the reactionary uprising in America? Atlanta will descend into anarchy with those syndicalist militias ramping around in it. And I think, yes, we are gonna see a fully syndicate America. The Pontine marshes are cleared. Pause. The area formerly known as the Pontine Marsh is now cleared, with factories and farms springing up throughout the area. More importantly, it's the hope that it brings to the nation that a malaise hanging over the kingdom of Italy by the effects of Black Monday might one day actually come to an end. So get a manpower back, we've got a lot of political power back. Italy is hit by Black Monday event, which is... this one will be replaced by slow recovery from Black Monday, which gets me 2 factories, civilian factories in Latinum, which is where? Right here. Good, very good. Bap, there we go. So, let's see. We're doing pretty well, so I think by now it's time to start going through this Black Monday recovery and everything like that and get rid of the problem. Industry is important, and well, as long as it's being crippled, We should probably focus on recovering it. Can I replace any ministers if I want to? No. No, I think these are all automatically fixed. Alright, no templates. Ah! I'm actually getting my first token yes. I'm not expecting them. Right, it's 1938, but it's still November. Probably get started to do some naval research, as it is... it's useful. It's useful to take, useful to have. Okay, we have some... Let's give our mountaineers, our specialist forces, some support anti-air. Save it. Alright. It's not a 39. Production efficiency cap. Construction speed. We'll take that one. I'll give a happy focus on industry. No, rebuilding the country. Now, we could join the Entente, but I don't think the Entente is really going to give us the boost of strength that we want. Wow, French Republic is pretty powerful, actually. But it's the UK as well. This thing is still... Middle Europa will be difficult to get into, but I think it's... Well, we'll fight our own war, I guess. Yes, more civilian factories. Pump up the economy. And we'll start producing refineries everywhere. Now, I kind of forgot... How the hell did I open that one? Oh. Okay, that's a bit weird. One of my mouse buttons is actually firing that one. Yes, that's what I thought. I actually need to figure out these. So this is 5. 5. And 5 in total. And then it means that is a 3. 3. Okay, you already have your 3 and 3. And I cannot count, apparently. Ah, wait, no. There you go. 2. 2. There we go. And you still need 2 and 2. There we go. Alright, that looks perfectly fine. There we go. We have a lot of industrial capacity available to us. We're producing enough equipment, which is pretty good, to be honest. And let's see, nationalists win South Africa. The civil war has been ravaging South Africa has been bloody and bitter, dividing across ethnicities, political ideology, and ancestry. The Dominionists fought to defend the Cape, while the isolated South Rhodesia protected Salisbury with every man they had, and the Afrikaners fought the furious war into France. As it was settled, the nationalists seem to have won, as the Vierkleur flies proudly over Salisbury, and the Cape. Eventually, Rhodesia's isolation was its downfall, and the Dominionist troops could not contain the Afrikaner in their momentum. Now it's unexpected for them to turn inwards with the plans of apartheid Dutchmen. Is this the 17th century? Construction is done, very good. Some quicker factories. And we'll get some more factory output. We can modify the government. So let's see. Close range air support. This is just... Ships are expensive, and I want them to be as good as we can have them. Well, they're gonna implement the apartheid. Ugh. Replace the racial segregation. Racial segregation. Huh. is actually less bad as it currently is. Wow, that says a lot about how crap it currently is right there. Alright. Prepared defenses. Thank you very much, but we will go for advanced machine tools. When is our next construction effort done? Alright. Time to get some armament effort. Yes, it's time really to get rid of Black Monday, recover our economy. Also, you know, it's draining currently still 10% of my factories, which I would rather have back, to be honest. So that is 10% is almost 5 factories that are currently being locked up. Yes. Yep. Wait, Stephen the 10th fact is still in place. That's not what's supposed to... Right, he's still a fucking Pope. That's right. The end of the American Civil War. The Combined Syndicate of America won. Well, shit. New England. It's orange. Huh. Alright. The Second American Civil War, the bloodiest conflict to ever descend on the New World, is over, and as sobbing widows bury their dead husbands and sons, the last traces of the old regime are being swept away by the American Revolution, headed by the Combined Syndicate of America. The old capitalist system is being dissolved and replaced with organizations similar to that of France and Britain, and the red banner now flies over the former Congress, soon converted to the Congress of the Syndicates. The CSA has already strained its relations with Canada, and it's already looked forward to becoming the vanguard of syndicalism as the New World. America, it has changed forever. The World Revolution spreads further. Oh. Well, for good or ill, the American Civil War is not over. The General Staff have reported that they learned many valuable lessons regarding the nature of modern warfare over the course of the conflict. So we've got some political power, got a manpower back, and we've got some army experience, which is all pretty damn good, to be honest. So let's get the engineering companies in there. And we need to start producing support equipment. So, like that. Wait, what do we need for this support equipment? We need more oil. Well, let's not trade with the enemy. They're led by Margaret liberals, surprisingly enough. Even though the Authoritarian Democrats are in the largest party. Any elections by events? Well. This is 1940. It's a little bit too enthusiastic. Oh, we get the new mobs. 38. So we just deploy whenever we got a chance. Alright. The Ottoman Empire declared war on Tripolitania, which is right here. Used to be Italian ground. Alright, yeah, second armament effort. That should get production up and rolling for our support equipment. How long will it take to get this up and running? Well, looking at it, will take at least, what, 100 days or something? 150 days, but this is still going to speed up. And then the anti-air guns, this is going to take 200 days. That's why I'm going to force deploy some of it. But looking at how our factory is getting produced, this is going to speed up. The Russian Empire declared war on Mongolia. Are you still stuck? No, you're not stuck by him, but you're allied. No. Then how did they just landed? Huh, impressive. Did not expect that to happen. Well, fiddlesticks. Thinking about attacking France, and what most likely isn't going to need to happen. Like, wait, you've got a better industry? No. Then what are your units consistent of? I've been studying the Weltkrieg. Well, that's smart, but do we need to actually extract? Yeah, we'll get it. Let's see. Can't use you. Alright, so we've got a lot of other people available. Let's see. Supply consumption, pretty good. Division organizations, pretty good. Same for you. Let's see. Guns and butter doctrine. Armored spearhead. This is really good if I finally get a motorized up and running. Not really yet. Division attack. Let's see. Static defense. Division attrition. This is pretty good. And we entrench quicker. Armored spearhead and decisive battle. Well, for now, I think I'm gonna go for guns and butter. Organization just allows us to fight for a lot longer, which is this bit. And supply consumption is always a bit problematic. Wait, did we... I gained some terror... No, this is just really weird setup. Oh, wait, I need... How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1... Okay, let's set these 5 there. There we go. Oh god. Ignaz Sinus, Lithuania's most fearsome impressionist writer, has recently published a new book, The Red Flood, that has just breached Lithuania's prison in literary obscurity. Much like its famous Kuprelis, The Red Flood is a gripping impressionist tale about the love story between two young individuals in a divided country. But what is most interesting is the setting of the story. The novel takes place in an alternate timeline where Brusilov offensive was successful and knocked Austria-Hungary out of the Weltkrieg in 1916. This leads to a chain of events that resulted in the Entente's victory. Germany is engulfed by revolution and becomes a syndicalist nation, while Russia is a coup by Kolchak supported by the Black Hundreds and becomes a totalitarian ultra-nationalist dictatorship. So it's almost like what happened, but Russia and Germany is flipped. Europe is soon brought into war once more, and Lithuania becomes a front line in a bloodbath between the Germans and the Russians, which it was. While even the strongest men perish and die in minutes, at the end of the novel hits a possible Russian breakthrough, as well as a naval invasion by the British Empire. The book is criticized for horrid descriptions of cruelties and war crimes, but Sinus defends his tale by saying that something like this could have happened in another universe. This is similar to what happened in our universe, but the big change is that Germany became the red state and Russia became the other one. Right, Black Monday recovery. Hell yeah. Advanced machine tools. Very nice. And let's see, we can go for support equipment, but I think I'm gonna go and upgrade my guns. Because I'm barely using any support equipment anyway, so might as well just go with what I actually am using. You don't have the anti-air nor the support equipment. Well, we'll deploy you anyway soon enough. Let's see. And the minister supports his ideology. Our current government contains a minister of a different ideology. He has stated supporting his own ideology, which is damaging our party popularity. We must act now. Yes, I will not allow it. Piss off. One of our cardinals has died. Donato Rafael Sparetitaza, an influential cardinal of the Holy Roman Catholic Church and a minister of the Kingdom of Italy, had died today. According to his will, he'll be buried in the parish church of Montefranco, where he'd been born. He rests in heaven now. Hey, we've got 3 dockyards. So, let's start investing in my navy. Marina Federale Italiana. I'm actually gonna... Oh, okay, it happened. The Commune of France declared war on the German Empire. I think this is a very nice moment to stop as well. This is the chance that we need to fight with Germany. I can't join at any point this. No. King of Italy is not allowed to join factions. Okay. But Germany has an army of a lot. So, as France. But I think this is the best chance we've got to march in there and retake what I would consider rightfully ours. our Black Monday recovery is coming in, so our industry will just boom after the recovery happens. Let's see, afterwards we get a nationalist development program. It gets event stage 1, stage 2. Alright, so this is what will lead to the ending of it. We can do the war through the internet resimento, and then we'll go for Tunisia, Malta, Libya. We're gonna go a bit harsh, because I'm gonna, you know, want to become a proper kingdom again. So with that, I'm actually gonna end the video. I want to thank you guys for watching and see you guys next time, where we will most likely go to war with Germany. Bye bye. Germany? France? Not Germany. Who wants to attack Germany?